10,
9, 8,
7,
6, 5,
4,
3,
2, 1.
It must be Monday night.
And it's now summer.
Oh boy.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning. Are you working overnight? Are you working
Julie
overnight?
is wishing us a good morning. Maybe that's left over from this morning.
You know what? Let me put the comments on the screen now.
Okay. James gives us an Utini.
We got people also in the chat.
What up? Says Fernando. Zayas.
We got Maria.
Maria is in the house. Don Glover just joined us.
Excellent.
So and
And
Glenn. Glenn says, hey.
Oh. Hey.
Woo. I can't get him off. He just will not get off.
Man, do I love this color. I'm like so drawn to this coral.
And this wasn't even planned.
Color. No.
This wasn't even planned. You would think, oh, they were the same colors, but no.
Yay.
Wasn't planned at all. You would think so. Caitlin in the house. All right, so let's go ahead and roll in our intro because we got lots to talk about.
Oh, that's right. Okay. So it is time, you guys. It is time for
things
we want to share.
Things we want to share. Things we want to share. Things we want to share.
All right.
All right.
We are ready
here
to
we
share.
are, episode 63 of things we want to share for
Did a light
June.
go off? What happened?
Something went off. June the 2nd. Something's what happened. All right. So you're probably wondering, hey, what's you guys took off last week from Skywalking. So what's this episode going to be about? Well, episode 518, we're going to go back to classic Marvel Star Wars comics. You know how much we love to do these. And the last issue we did was called Last Gift from Alderaan, or it really was the last gift from the John Carter unused artwork. So this completes the two issue story arc. This one's called Starfire Rising.
Yes.
This one has got a little bit more Star Wars than the last issue, but it was so much fun to go through that the episode is an hour and 43 minutes.
Yes. And if you are a Patreon member at the $5 level or above, you have the episode already. It is out for you.
Oh, good.
Yes. So Patreon has it early. Everyone else will get it on Thursday.
Because we didn't do an episode last week, we'll do an extra long episode this week. And it was just most classic Marvels come in at about an hour, 10 minutes. This one's an hour 43. We had a lot to talk about.
We did.
Good stuff. But you know, in the end, we learned some about John Carter and the warlord from Mars or of Mars. Warlord from Mars. And this was a 28 issue series that they just canceled. And they said, hey, we got all this Carmen Infantino artwork. What are we going to do with this? I'll throw it away. No. Like any good business, you're going to use everything that you have that you're not going to use for its intended purpose. You put it away and save it for something else. So they put away this artwork and used it for Star Wars.
They just kind of threw the name Leia in there.
Yeah.
And maybe they turned a girl into Leia at some point. I'm not sure what happened.
I think we got Luke Skywalker in the end.
All right, but let's not.
It's got some good aliens. It's got there's some great panels, some great artwork.
Yes.
So if anything, just come with us for that and just have fun with it. And anyone in the Sky Chat right now, did you happen to have watched or heard the last episode where we did the classic Marvel and we did the last gift from Alderaan? That's the issue with the giant stormtroopers. Let us know if you have heard that and what you thought about it.
Yeah. Oh yeah, and Lando was in the end. Yeah, because Julie was.
Julie was listening.
Episode,
she knows.
She knows.
Yeah. Okay. Oh, Dawn is sitting in the San Francisco airport. Where are you going?
I don't know.
Oh, aren't you coming here, Dawn?
I would hope so.
Isn't you're coming here anytime soon? I know we've talked about it, but now that summer has begun, my mind's been...
Yeah. All right. So, and then Glenn, you'll be able to share towards the end of the episode.
So why don't we'll tell everyone about something really fun we just did a couple nights ago. We'll do some trivia.
Sounds good.
And then we'll bring Glenn on.
Sounds good. Okay. So shall we talk about what we did? Was that Saturday night? Saturday night. So basically, we had Patrick Kottner on our show a while ago to talk about the George Lucas talk show. And in that episode, he also talked about how they're doing these live readings of Star Wars movies, the live script readings with famous people, which is really fun. And it's at a location here in Los Angeles, the Dynasty Typewriter. And so they did a live reading of The Empire Strikes Back this past Saturday night.
Yeah, they started last July
Yes.
with the Phantom Menace.
And we missed that.
Because we were doing our own panel at Comic-Con.
Exactly.
Then they did Attack of the Clones, and we were
at D23 Expo.
at D23.
That was the Night of the Legends ceremony. So we were seeing in the room with Harrison Ford,
Yeah,
and they were
so-
doing a live reading of that.
I would have really loved to have seen that. But then we did see Revenge of the Sith
Yes.
a couple
live.
in January, and we said, okay, we cannot miss another one. They are so much fun, and that was the one where they included some members from the audience.
Yes.
And
And
guess
you
who
got
raised
it.
their hand? I was one of the slain Jedi in the Geonosis arena,
Mhm.
and I got addicted to these. And then they announced that they're going to be doing A New Hope in April. Well, we were a little slow on the draw for that one. and
Yeah, we didn't
missed
get
it.
tickets in time.
Yeah, but in February, last February, they did the Star Wars Holiday Special in San Francisco,
Yeah.
and we had to miss that one.
Yes.
Oh,
We couldn't run up to that one.
now these are all available on YouTube, but to
Yeah.
see them live is just extraordinary. So when the tickets for The Empire Strikes Back live reading went for sale,
It's my favorite.
we jumped right on. And it's hard to search for this on the internet because they don't call it The Empire Strikes Back live
No.
reading. Like this show here, it was called Minox from Space,
Yes.
and it was told by our good friend Jeff Caffrey, who I'm surprised is not here, that
Mm.
all of these live readings have Muppet names.
Yes.
Like there was the Attack of the Clones was like Clone Treasure Island,
Uh-huh.
and they all go off these Muppet movie names.
Right. So yeah, so Jeff, we actually found Jeff there, and
This is Jeff Caffrey.
he is appropriately in a nice let's see, he's got his tauntaun
And a
helmet.
Boba Fett
Yep.
shirt. So he's all Empire Strike Back out.
Yep.
I'm wearing my action figure shirt.
Mhm.
And we saw them set up like a microphone.
And we were sitting right close by.
Yeah, very,
so-
very close by. So whenever someone sets up a microphone, hey, Reynolds in the house.
Oh, nice.
Hey, Reynolds. Whenever you go to a convention and you see the microphone set up in the aisles, you know they're going to be asking for audience participation.
Yeah.
So we saw that and they said, hey, we're going to do some Star Wars trivia. Guess who ran right up?
Yep. These three.
there's Jeff, there's me, and this guy named Adam.
Yep.
And I gave him a button. Is he holding it? I think he's holding it in his hand.
Okay.
And I said, hey, yeah, listen to us. We'll be talking about this when we do our things we want to share.
So I did take video of you guys.
Oh,
but
yeah?
Patrick asked you trivia questions.
Yeah,
Well, one of them was real fun, and we might have to steal.
yeah. So this is a category called droids or drugs.
And so you'd say the name of a droid or a drug, and you'd have to say, is that a droid or is that a drug? And it's really funny. L337,
Yeah, they-
obviously that's a droid, but there's some drugs that sound like droid names.
yeah, I was out of my depth on this one because
Yeah.
not knowing a whole lot about anime and drugs. So it's anime, Lord of the Rings, politics, sports, and drugs. Categories I know nothing about.
Mhm.
So luckily, the first name they had mentioned was Anaconda Farr, who was a senator in the Clone Wars. Like, okay, I know that one's a Star Wars name.
Yeah, you got that one.
I got that. I took the microphone. I think I did like 5 minutes. Okay, Rich, we got a show to do. We got to hand the mic off to the next person. So I handed the mic off to this guy over here who was getting about 3 or 4 beers in him. So I kind of would,
Oh, really?
yeah,
Okay.
nod to him like, okay, that's a droid. I'm not sure what that is. So I'm sure it's a drug.
Yeah, he kind of knew his stuff. It's
Yeah.
like, oh, okay.
Yeah, and then and they
Then we
gave
started.
us some candy as prizes.
That's right. So then the live reading began, and we were 3 rows from the stage. We had nice seats. Richard, you got some pictures. Oh, there's Danny Pudi. He played Han Solo. And then we have,
Danny Pudi is from.
oh, he's from the
Community.
community and now Mythic Quest.
Is it Mythic or Mystic?
It's Mythic.
Mythic. Okay, Mythic Quest.
Mythic Quest. Sorry, the microphone's like right in front of his face, but there's more pictures. And then this is her name Melissa?
Melissa.
Melissa Fumero from Brooklyn Nine-Nine played Princess Leia.
And for Star Wars, it was Tatiana
Maslany.
Maslany,
Yeah,
who was She-Hulk.
right. And
and
she was Princess
She
Leia.
was really good.
Yeah.
Now Melissa right here as Leia.
Yeah.
Everyone else is a stand-up comedian. They do a lot of comedy, they do a lot of improv. She's not an improv actor, but
Right.
she brought the acting to this.
Yeah.
She was really good, and she brought the hardened actor experience to it,
Mhm.
whereas everyone else is more
Well,
goofing around.
I want to say that Rich Summer, who played Luke,
Ye-
also is
He's-
he's best known from Mad Men.
From Mad Men, yes, and he's more of an actor, but he did do a lot of improv.
Right.
He brought a
okay.
lot, but Melissa point is she brought the acting to
Yes.
to this show.
Yeah, she was real good.
She was really, really good.
And I think in about a week you'll be able to watch this all on YouTube.
Yeah, it's
which
called
is nice.
Minox from Space.
Yeah.
And there's Diedrich Bader from the Drew Carey Show.
And he was Darth Vader, obviously.
Yeah.
It's fun how they did like little nods to their
Yeah, some of them
characters.
will do a little cause bounding,
Yeah.
like Melissa did as Leia.
Mhm.
Danny Pudi, I think, was called that afternoon to come do this
Yeah.
because he did not wear anything
Uh-oh.
that was Han Solo related.
He did not.
Diedrich Bader, I've always loved him. He's been in a lot of great stuff, but I don't think he's ever seen The Empire Strikes Back, or he's never done these like kind of live readings. So even when there's Darth Vader scenes where Vader is not talking, he'd be sitting in a seat.
Yeah.
It's like you can be up there. There's the scene with Darth Vader, like with the scene where Lando brings everyone into the mess hall, to the
Yes.
the dining
The
table.
dining table.
Yeah, he was like
In
still
Cloud
sitting in a
City.
seat, like, oh, I only have one line, so I'm just gonna sit down. I was like, no, this is a key moment. Get up there on stage.
Yeah. We would be honored
If you would
if
join
you
us.
would join us. Yes.
Even the kid who played Boba Fett, who I think he was
Oh.
called that afternoon because he
Oh, here's a better picture of Diedrich.
yeah, he missed a lot of his other lines. The other
Yeah.
kid. But the other kid, I don't know what his name was. He
Uh-huh.
the other kid, I don't think we get a picture of him, but he was like 19.
Mm.
But he did a really spot on Tamara Morrison.
Yes.
He
His
had that
voice.
that New
His
Zealand.
subtle New Zealand accent.
Yeah, I mean,
Like it's subtle.
he could pass for a voice double.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was great. Yeah, I don't think we have a picture of him because he doesn't have very many lines.
Yeah.
Imagine that. Boba Fett doesn't have many lines.
But everyone doubled and tripled up on characters.
Mm-hmm.
So some of the supporting players would do like 4 or 5 different characters.
Yeah.
Now Fernando is saying, I love that show. Oh, Detroit Rocks from the Drew Carey show.
Okay.
This guy has not aged. Not at all. My goodness.
Wow.
So Sarah, your
Yes.
best part is coming up.
Oh, my favorite part. So we always want to sit on the right side of the theater because on the stage right of the stage there is musical accompaniment, and it's Chrysanth Tan. At least that's what her name is on Instagram. And Chris Tan. I'll just call her Chris Tan because it's easier. But she has the violin, and she goes through the script, and I'm sure she with other producers, and figures out what key moments from the film, the music soundtrack, do I need to play to kind of evoke the film as they're talking about it. And it's really well done. And in all the previous readings, it's just been her and another guy who's there to like help her find her place and make sure
Her
everything.
assistant.
Yes.
Her tech assistant.
Her assistant. Well, this time they had a percussionist as well. And so he would play like during I especially loved the asteroid field, which I'll play you a little
that was
bit
good. Yeah.
of the clip. When the asteroid field started, I was like, ooh, and I started
There's so many
doing
key
it.
great memorable
Yes.
themes to The Empire Strikes Back. So
Yes.
she was busy.
But also because they had the percussionist too for the Imperial March.
Yeah.
For that scene, for the part when Luke goes into the cave, they mention a snake in the narration, and he was like shh with the little rattle.
Yes. He
It
was on
was-
a lot of percussions.
Yeah, it was all different percussion. Yeah, it was great. So I'm gonna play you a little tiny bit of the asteroid field scene. So you'll hear them talking, but just kind of focus in on the music. Hold on. I gotta share it. Here we go.
7-1. You're not actually going into the asteroid field.
Brave you to follow us.
You don't have to do this to impress me.
Sir, the probability of successfully navigating the asteroid field is approximately 3,720 to 1.
Never tell me the odds!
The Falcon turns into the asteroid storm, and as the ship completes its turn, asteroids start coming straight at the cockpit windows. Asteroids raced by the cockpit windows, Han pilots his trusty craft through the dangerous field. Looking out the cockpit window, the Falcon crew sees a big asteroid drop past the window, narrowly missing their ship. Chewie barks in terror as a slightly smaller asteroid comes especially close, too close, and bounces off the Falcon with a loud crunch. 3PO.
Now, that was so much fun, but
Yeah.
let's go back to.
Yeah.
Falcon turns
Oh,
into
yeah.
the
Okay, we're gonna show you some of the cast right here.
There you go.
So there's, I'm not sure the guy in the left. He's puppeteering Fozzie Bear.
Mhm.
And Fozzie Bear's Chewbacca.
Yeah.
And there's Danny Pudi and Ron Fuchs.
Falcon turns into the
Is right there.
Oh, yeah.
This guy here in the Gilligan hat. He was C-3PO.
He was
C-3PO from Harlem.
Yes. It was so funny.
He was at first. He's like, wait a minute, he's gonna be C-3PO. Okay, but he was good. He was really good. He had his own commentary.
It was funny. And then like Harrison or Han Solo says, "Come on, Goldenrod, you're gonna be a permanent resident." And he goes, "That was a little racist."
How
Because they're calling him like not black, but Goldenrod.
okay.
They're calling him a color.
I
I thought that was funny.
Okay.
Oh, what's his name again? Oh,
Ron Fuchs.
Ron Fuchs. Oh, I was trying to figure out the name of Chewie, but
I
it's one of these guys, but I don't know.
I
Yeah,
don't
unless
know.
I
Yeah.
find them.
All right, now this here,
Yes,
this okay. Oh, here it comes. They got
this one, please.
Oh. So we got into the asteroid field, and what's the biggest part of the asteroid field? The space slug.
So they brought this out from the back, and it came up to the front, and this was actually puppeteered. So it just looks like a big hole, and then out pops the space slug face, which is a puppet. So it was reading the narration at that moment. And they had a little Millennium Falcon on a stick, on a string.
Just swing around.
Swing around, yeah. But they only did it once. It was great.
Yeah, usually they don't have effects like this. They
No.
usually just phone it in, but
No, they really
this
went all
was
out.
really good. And on the right, this blonde woman right over here, her name is Janet Varney. She does a lot of voiceover
And
work.
she did a lot of the Imperials, and she was great.
Yeah,
she
she
really
was
added.
really,
she
really
really looked through her script and thought through what she
Yeah.
was gonna do.
Yeah. Some take it really seriously.
Like if General Veers, she played General Veers, and when Vader kills Nita, or not Nita, the first guy, Ozzel, right in front of him, and then tries to tell him some stuff. She's like, "Okay, sure, okay, sir, sure thing, sir." P like she pretended like it was really funny. It's like, yeah, I don't know how he could concentrate on whatever Vader is saying there, whatever instructions, because
Vader's right in his face.
guy is being killed right in front of him. Yeah.
And there's
Oh.
Rich Summer off to the. This is
Yes.
during the Dagobah scenes.
Yeah.
And this guy here, I'm not sure what his name was.
David, hold on. It's no. It is David Wayne.
David Wayne.
Yeah.
So he did Yoda and he did Lobot.
No. Did he
Yeah,
do that?
that was
later?
Lobot,
Okay,
yeah,
he
yeah.
was great.
He was good
He's
as
bald.
he was good at very, very good as Yoda.
I have a picture later of him as Lobot.
Okay.
Yeah.
So yeah, Rich Summer. We saw A New Hope on YouTube. The reading. It's like, who is this guy? It's like, oh, he did like 115 episodes of Mad Men.
Yeah. Yeah. It's like I see him in period dress.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So here,
Ah.
so here.
Oh, yeah.
So this guy who does
David Wayne,
Yoda
yeah.
is also him right here, and he's had that very blank expression. Now, seeing how Danny Pudi here was Han Solo, I thought, oh, there's no way he's not gonna call his friend Donald
Don
Glover,
Glover.
the other Don Glover, to come in, step in as Lando.
Mhm.
Oh, I was ready. I was so ready, so ready, but it didn't happen.
But we did get
This
this
guy was
actually-
good.
Actually wearing a Lando cape, which
Yeah.
is very nice.
Very nice.
Yeah.
But I
this
was all
Maurice?
ready for Don Glover.
Yeah.
Maurice.
Oh, I think it's Wadaway.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't know, but yeah, I would have loved it if Don Glover had stepped in. Oh my goodness,
Yeah.
that would have been great.
And I do have a scene. Oh, here we go. Oh, this is a nice picture you have. Okay.
Yeah, this
Yeah.
is at when 3PO is being brought in after he's been blasted by the stormtroopers.
Yeah, so he's holding a U.S. Postal Service
A mail
box.
carrier box.
So he's holding 3PO's items. So great. Let's see what else we got here. Oh, then they took out this cardboard cutout of Danny Pudi as Han Solo's frozen in carbonite. Very nice. And then again, David Wayne. And let's see. Oh, look at that. Yeah.
Lightsaber battle.
That's a great shot.
Yeah, that's fun.
Yeah. And tongue in cheek there. And let's see what else. Towards the end.
And off to the left, I'm not sure you could see right this guy right over here. There's 3 people reading the screen direction.
Yes.
And there's this guy, and then Patrick Cotner is
Mhm.
one of the people
Of
reading.
the narrators.
Yeah,
Yeah.
narrators, and another guy because there's so much.
They have to split it up. Yeah.
Then for the lightsaber battle between Luke and Vader, they brought up Maurice.
Oh, yeah. Oh, I'm sorry. Hold on.
Maurice
LaMarche.
LaMarche, who is the brain in Pinky and the Brain.
Yeah.
And he does a lot of other stuff. I don't know. But when we were at the end of the night, we were going to our cars, all these autograph hounds on the side of the door,
Mm-hmm.
and they wanted his autograph. And they had a lot of Pinky and the Brain stuff for him to
Yeah.
sign.
That's some pops and all. And he was being very nice, like
Very,
signing
very-
like
this guy had, like,
everything.
Like a big trunk full of
Oh,
stuff.
here. Actually, he's right here. If you want to know what he looks
Oh, okay.
like. Here. I will show
So
that.
that's him right there in the middle,
Right in the
older
middle.
gentleman.
Yeah.
Yeah, he also did Ben Kenobi, did that very, very well.
Mm-hmm.
And this is Patrick Cotner's girlfriend. Who
Yeah.
does
Jojo.
Jin.
Yep.
Who does R2D2.
Mm-hmm.
So this is at the very end, we're all giving their applause and
Yeah.
thanks. And see you next time for the Return of the Jedi live reading.
Yes. So if you guys want to join us at any point, we actually bought our tickets already because that night they kind of released the tickets for the next
Yeah.
time. And it is, I want to say mid-August.
14th, I want to say.
No, it's 16th. Yes. So August 16th. So if you go to dynastytypewriter.com or just search Dynasty Typewriter, you can find the tickets for it, and it's what, 30 each, I think, with
I don't
with
think
the
even
fees.
that.
Well,
Yeah.
with fees,
With fees, all
it
right.
becomes 30 each.
But
So,
it's like a
yeah.
3-hour show.
Yeah, it is. And we were, 4 hours, like they started late too. so-
Yeah, they did.
But we were having fun, and it's a
Yeah.
like-minded audience.
And we're good friends with Patrick Cotner, and we said, hey, we can help you with Return of the Jedi. We talked
We'll see.
afterwards about
Yeah.
our involvement, so that might be really, really fun.
Yeah. So, yeah, we totally recommend it. Next time, Return of the Jedi. I don't know what they're gonna do after Return of the Jedi.
The sequels.
The sequels.
Then
Okay.
they'll go on to the Force Awakens.
Because they've already done the sequels.
Yes.
Yeah,
And they've done the holiday special.
that's right.
So lots and lots of fun. The only thing is, it's in a part of Los Angeles that's not that good.
Mm.
Right by downtown LA.
Echo
and
Park.
Right by the Exposition Park.
Oh, that's
in the Echo, south of Echo Park, if you're from the area.
Yeah.
Not the greatest area. Just know that.
Yeah, so don't have anything important in your car.
Not that we know from experience.
And there is a parking garage too.
There's there, yeah. If you want to spend $14, you
Yeah.
can park your car in the garage.
Mhm.
All right. So with that, shall we move on?
We shall.
All right. So you know how we love our trivia, as does Maria. Is Maria here? Maria is here. All right. So
Hold on. Before we do that, is there a particular order you want these in? Oh,
you know what? That doesn't matter. Just
Okay. Whatever this
Yeah,
order
this was the
is.
order that I put into
Then-
the thing. So
okay.
whatever order you have there is fine. But let's not start with this one here.
Okay.
All right. So go a couple more.
Here. Why don't you? I'm gonna have you pick.
All right. So let's start with this one here. All right. So
Wow.
we're gonna show you screenshots of iconic music videos. Okay. This is gonna be pop culture trivia, and we're gonna show you screenshots of iconic music videos. So even if you knew videos, if you watched videos or not, chances are you've seen these in the zeitgeist somewhere. Some you may know, some you may not.
Okay, so for rules, what do they have to type in? The name of the song,
the name of the song or the
artist,
That's the name of the song.
the name of the
The name of the
song.
song. And there are no multiple choice.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Let's
So you either know it or you don't. and we can tell who wins because there's comments right here. I did look and I did suggest that they make this comment box bigger or let us edit it. Right now we can't. So that's how big the comments are.
All right,
All right.
James is ready. I am out to Julie. Yeah, I don't know. Come on, Julie. That's not the Julie Gildersleeve I know.
I would be out too, Julie. I never ever watched music videos.
Yeah, but chances are you've seen some of these.
Well, we'll see. You put these together, so I have no clue.
Okay, yeah, this took me like 3 or 4 nights just to go through all these videos. Like, okay, what's really iconic?
Okay, are we ready?
We are ready.
All right, here we go. Number 1.
What iconic music video is this? Now, should we do a multiple choice? I don't know, right?
I don't know. We'll see if
as
people get
as
it.
long as you have some kind of an idea. Let's say if it was the Beatles Sgt. Pepper and you wrote in Beatles something about a pepper.
Right,
That's
right.
that's close
That's
enough.
close. Yeah, especially since we don't have multiple choice.
Yes.
All right, so we have some guesses already.
All right. So James guesses Wild Boys by Duran Duran.
Mhm.
Glenn is going on the Duran Duran theme of Rio.
He's guessing multiple times.
Yes.
because-
But Glenn does come back with the right answer. Hungry Like the Wolf.
Oh, okay.
Okay. And Don comes in with Tiger.
Nice. Eye of the
All right.
Tiger, maybe? Yeah.
I don't know.
Okay.
But yeah, this whenever they would say coming up on MTV or whatever, they would have like this shot from the video.
And this is Duran Duran?
This is Duran Duran.
Who is
yes.
that?
That's a woman who is just she's in the jungle. And
Oh,
she's
okay.
like turns into like this tiger. This wolf rather.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, so we're gonna get the next one ready.
So
Richard, why don't
That one was
you-
very it's a very symbolic video.
All right,
very-
I'm gonna let you search.
All right. We'll do an easy one, okay? Let's do this one right over here. All right.
Okay.
What song is this? What song is this?
This is hard. Well, I guess.
I think if you know us, it's
Right.
very easy.
Yeah.
Some might be very, very
But if you don't know the song name, it
yeah,
might be
but
hard.
you can guess.
Okay. So yeah, so Reynald did guess, although he spelled it wrong. I'm sure your phone spelled it wrong.
Yeah.
The
He guessed the monkeys.
Okay.
Okay. But then James comes in with Last Train to Clarksville.
And Glenn right after that.
Now,
Dawn is guessing as well.
and
see, monkeys-
Caitlin knows the fact that she knew that it's a monkey song.
Yep.
Caitlin's still in her 20s. The fact that she knew of the monkey song.
That's very good.
And Julie comes in with Monkeys Rob a Train.
I think that's what it should be. So yeah, so who is it? James got
So
that one
James
first.
James got that one right with Last Train to Clarksville, and technically this is a music video that was incorporated in the Monkeys episode.
Right.
Now, go back.
Oh, I'm
no.
sorry.
Now, it wasn't just a few years ago where I realized that all these train videos that they shot was in Griffith Park right here in
Oh.
Los Angeles at Travel Town, which is a
Wow.
little part of Griffith Park. And you can have parties in Travel Town. You can go on these trains at Travel Town. And when I was there a few years ago, I'm looking around going, I've been here before. Why is this so familiar? And then like whatever later, I'm watching the Monkeys. It's like, oh, that's how I knew Travel Town. That's how I knew this location because of this. And when this train moves in the video, you'll see cars going by. That's the 5 freeway. Oh, I was so excited.
Wow.
So whenever I got to do an event there, I spent like an extra hours walking the grounds. This is where the Monkeys fooled around and did their Last Train to Clarksville video.
Aw,
All right.
that's adorable.
So far, people are guessing correctly. Not
Mhm.
as hard.
Okay.
All right. So let's do an easy but a hard one.
What about
Let's
that?
do this one right here.
Okay. All right, here we go. And next.
It's an orchestra and it's a choir. More fun than a barrel of monkeys, says James. Now it's an orchestra. You can see the strings in the foreground.
Oh, I have no idea.
What?
Oh, okay. Okay. Now I have an idea. Just looking at the names. However, it's gonna be hard without this list. Should we share this list?
No.
Okay. Okay.
All
Richard
right.
has spoken.
Oh, share the list, and they're going to narrow it down very easily.
Yeah.
We are the world.
That's what my mind would
We
go
are
to.
the children. But Glenn gets it right with Duel of the Fates.
Yep.
This wasn't a music video that MTV released May the 3rd, 1999.
Mhm.
Now, this was a first time that they had made a
music
video
video.
specifically for MTV.
Yeah, out of a piece of orchestral music,
Yes, and for
film music.
with clips from the movie, behind the scenes. But yeah, this was intended to be a music video for MTV. And they had in '83, they had released Lopty Neck from Jedi
Mm.
as a music video, but that wasn't intended to be a music video. They
Oh.
just lopped it from the film, and they
okay.
well, and they added because in the movie you only hear part of the song,
Right.
but they did the whole song and they put in some of the deleted scenes, deleted shots in that Lopty Neck video.
Cool.
And I was late for school one day because it was like Halloween. They're playing like all these monster videos, and but I was turning the TV off and I saw Lopty Neck is a music video and had all these the deleted shots from that we wouldn't have seen for another 20 years when we got special featurettes. My mind was blown. I was like, where are they getting these shots from? That's all I could talk about all day long. Teachers like, Richard, we're talking about math, all right? This is not a parallelogram. You're talking about Jabba's palace. Yeah, I know. I don't care about parallelograms. I want to talk about these deleted shots from Lopty Neck.
Man. I
So-
understand.
Okay.
All right.
All right. Well,
I love it.
and Don says, yeah, and the decline of MTV. Yeah.
It
I
was.
think right after this, they started showing like Real World around the clock.
Yeah, no kidding.
Maria says,
Wasn't
very-
Real World 99? 1999 was the
Yeah,
first Real
yeah,
World.
that's when
then
they
it started to take
oh,
off.
the show's getting big, so let's show
Yeah.
it round the clock. Yeah. And James says Size Noodles has a face for radio. All right.
All right, let's
So far,
hide
so
that.
good.
Hide that. Let's get our next one ready. Oh,
All right.
what
So the
happened?
next one, let's go with
I don't know what happened.
the third one.
This one?
Yeah, this is gonna be very easy.
Okay.
This is gonna be an easy one. Okay, get ready for a softball.
All right.
Here we go. Ready? And here we go. Speaking of horror videos, what is an extra added points if you can tell us who this actually is,
Oh.
who this actor is?
Okay. Is it that?
Yep.
Okay, I figured.
Yep.
I can tell who's the same age as you. Wow.
All right. So, needless to say, it is Thriller.
Yes.
Says James, says Glenn, says Caitlin,
Sorry, Julie.
and but Glenn comes in answering the question who this is. He says John Landis, who was the director of the music video.
Okay.
Julie says Jim Henson.
Oh, does kind of look like Jim Henson.
I can tell you are both incorrect. That is makeup guru Rick Baker.
Oh, nice.
Rick Baker is playing this ghoul.
Okay.
Now, he isn't the only Star Wars actor to be in a music video. Let's do this next one here.
Okay.
And this one has another Star Wars connection to it. Something that I never knew until I wrote Today in Star Wars History. And this is this one right here. Okay, this another softball.
Okay.
Another softball. Everyone will get it as soon as we press this button. Everyone's gonna get it. What is this music video? Let's see who the first one to get it is. Now, I think now you would know this, right? Really?
No.
Come on.
Mm-mm.
Okay. Now this is a song you hear constantly on Sirius Radio. Constantly. All right. See? Okay. James comes in first with Take on Me.
Yep.
Glenn says Tie on Me.
But then
He
he.
says Take.
Yeah.
Oh, see, Caitlin. How come Caitlin knows and you don't know?
She was raised right, apparently.
Oh,
I'm just kidding. My parents have no pop culture like interest at all. So any
okay.
pop culture interest came from myself alone.
all
So
right.
yeah,
Okay. Well, and
that's not a dig on them. That's just not their focus.
Maria says sledgehammer. Now, this guy right here,
Uh-huh.
in the foreground, in the video, you have it's like mixing live action with this line
Yeah.
animation, and in this world, you have these two motorcycle henchmen
Mhm.
are chasing our heroes, and this guy right here, is a Star Wars actor. Can anyone guess who that actor is? See if you can guess who that actor is. Okay.
Hmm.
Okay. Oh, I took it down, so that's not
You
really
did.
fair. All right. Okay. Get
Yeah,
to
go
the
back.
get to the big. Okay, that actor is this guy
Oh, wow.
right over here. He is Dr. Evazan from A New Hope. He doesn't like you.
Wow.
Alfie Curtis plays the motorcycle henchman
Nice.
in Take On Me. Now, can you go back to the previous?
I can, but we don't want to give anything away. So give me a
Go
second.
back to it's the
Oh, is it the
one
next
right?
one?
Yeah. So
Oh,
this one
okay.
here. So let's do a before and after.
Okay.
So this is 1985,
Mm-hmm.
and this is 1976. There's Alfie Curtis, and here he is in Take On Me.
I don't recognize him.
We never see him in live action.
I know.
Now, I was blown away when I first heard that, because I didn't know that until a couple of years ago. Like, how did Alfie Curtis make it into this video? I find that as a fun fact. So
that
there's
is a very fun fact.
2 Star Wars actors and music videos. There's more, but
Yes.
not in this particular. So another Star Wars actor.
Mm-hmm. Hold on, I want to come up with. So Julie says that
She got her musication
from
from
her
her
dad.
dad.
I'm not good at music. I'm good at music composers and film music and classical music, but I suck at band names.
Okay.
Yeah.
Has anyone ever heard of Godley and Cream? They were music producers.
Okay.
They did music video producers in the 80s. They did a lot of Duran Duran stuff. So one day they thought, hey, let's do our own song. So they made we don't have a picture
getting ready.
for this. So they released a song called Cry. In the end, you had all these faces morphing into each other. This is
Right.
when I say morphing, it was like dissolving
Right.
into faces. And the last face you see is Whir the bartender
Oh wow.
from Star Wars.
What?
And when I saw this, I'm disappointed when I saw this music video in '86. How did I not see that? Because he looks just like him. I'll have to bring a screenshot next week and show you where the bartender from Star Wars in this music video. Like, how did I not ever? I'm so ashamed that I not put that together.
I'm ashamed
because
too.
he looks the same. He looks the same. All right, let's move on.
Okay.
Oh,
You get to pick.
so James
knew what you were talking
James?
about even before you rolled into your story.
Oh, really? Yeah,
Yes.
Cry. Okay, that was a good song. A very, very good song.
Nice.
But it's something that was just lost in time. It's never played on any of those serious channels that I've ever heard, or you won't see it in those retrospective music video nights. It's just lost, unfortunately. All right, let's do this one right over here.
Okay.
All right, what music video is this? You would know. Really?
Not out of the top of my head.
Yeah. Some of these were really, really hard because you didn't want to get too easy, but maybe I should have gotten a little easy with this. I thought, okay, everyone's got to know this. Got to know him. Oh, this is from 1991.
Mm.
All right. So the first one to come in.
James and Glenn are like neck and neck. They're just watching on different platforms.
Yes.
I
This
think.
is Nirvana with Smells Like Teen Spirit, as said by James, as said by Glenn. And Don guests
Nirvana, the right band. Good job.
Yeah.
Good job. Again, I never watched music videos, so
Oh.
this is not a category I would choose.
All
That's
right.
okay.
You know what?
This is really fun to see some of these images.
Yeah, these that aren't. I did a screenshot a lot of these. Okay, now if no one gets this one in the first couple of seconds,
You'd be
then
upset.
I know I haven't done my job.
Okay, you ready?
Ready?
Action.
What is this from? What are we looking at here?
Is it either that? Or is it this?
Who? Okay, Sarah doesn't even. Sarah, type in your answer.
I have no clue. No clue. Even with this list, I have no idea.
All right, guess what? Glenn comes in first with Billie Jean.
I pointed to it.
Yes, well,
She
you
looked at me
guessing.
blanking. Yeah, I know.
And then James comes in right afterwards with Billie Jean, and Reynold comes in with MJ's Billie Jean.
Okay, Caitlin said
Caitlin's-
Michael Jackson. Okay, nice.
All right.
All right.
Let's do a few more of these.
Okay,
I think there's some more. Okay, this. Oh, okay.
hold on. Let's take away that.
Okay. Now this one here.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see if you know what video it's from and the story behind it.
Oh, and action.
What music video is this? Glenn had to switch over. Okay, now, and extra bonus
Is
point.
it this?
Yeah,
Okay.
if you can tell me the name of one of these musicians.
Oh boy.
Oh,
Oh!
look who comes in first.
Whoa!
Julie comes in with Video Killed the Radio Star.
That is correct. I know the story behind this one.
Tell us.
This was the very first music video.
Very first music video
Very
played
appropriate.
on MTV
Yep.
August 1st,
81, right?
1981.
Yeah. See, I knew it. MTV was born the same year I was.
Now, who's this guy in the back? Guy playing the keyboards.
Oh, I don't know. Is
That
it Bon
is
Jovi?
future composer Hans Zimmer.
Oh, wow.
Hans Zimmer or Hans Zimmerman?
Hans Zimmer.
Hans Zimmer in the back playing the keyboards on Video Killed the Radio Star,
Mhm.
which that blew my mind when I first heard it.
Nice.
All right. Caitlin comes in with first on MTV. So, Caitlin, who's teaching you all about this pop culture?
James, apparently.
Oh, did she say that?
Well, about music anyway.
Okay.
So I'm assuming since James knows all this music stuff,
okay.
then
Now, Caitlin, did you and James sit down and watch a lot
that's
of
what
music
they
videos?
said. I
Oh,
think
okay,
they
if
watched
they
them
did-
together.
So then, all right, James, you're a good dad,
Uh-huh.
and Julie, you're a good mom. But James, if you're
In a different way.
showing Caitlin these music videos and teaching her about pop culture music videos, then you're doing your job.
Aw.
This is stuff they don't teach you in school. Why? All right, let's do one more current.
Okay.
Okay, this is more of a current video.
Oh.
Well, oh, did they think that they already?
Oh, whoops. Oh no.
Oh,
Oh, we messed it up.
oh yeah, we did. But this is like the second to last.
Okay.
All right, who knows this one right over here? Who can tell us? And
Current one. So I'm guessing is it this?
no.
Oh.
All right, Kaylin comes in with Somebody I Used to Know by Goyette or Goy or something like that. Maybe I didn't put it on here.
No, you didn't.
Yeah, but this is a really fun video, something that you would see the early days of MTV. It's very artistic and a great song. Someone that I used to know. Okay. Don thinks that's Michael Jackson. I
No.
can see that, but Glenn says someone I used to know. And Glenn says, Dad said that last week
Someone.
and got me mixed up with somebody.
Someone that I
Someone.
used to know
Oh,
instead of
somebody.
somebody I used to know. Yeah.
all right.
Okay, wait. So
Oh.
take it off.
Okay.
Are we doing
we do one more? Let's do one more.
one more?
Okay. Let's do one that Maria should know.
Anyone? Okay. Oh.
All right.
All right. And
Action. What are we looking at here? What music video? This was huge. This was huge back in '86.
Oh, I think Don might be behind.
Yeah, about like 5 minutes.
Ah, okay.
Glenn comes in with Sledgehammer. James says Sledgehammers. And James says just one. Singular. This was the Peter Gabriel video Sledgehammer that they played every 4 minutes on MTV. It's a 3-minute song. They play it
Wow.
every 4 minutes on MTV.
Of course.
All right. Well, you know what? We're gonna put the StreamYard link in the chat.
Mhm.
So, Glenn, if you want to come on, come right. You can come on. But while we're waiting for Glenn, let's do one more. Okay, hold
Absolutely.
on. Hold on.
Yeah.
Now, I want to see. I'm very curious as to see who will get this one here. Oh, right here. All right, you ready? I'm very, very curious as to who is going to get this. Before Sarah tells you. Glenn says it won video of the year. Which one are we talking about? Oh,
Probably that
Sledgehammer?
previous one. Yeah.
All right. This. Oh, look at. Oh, okay. James comes in with the right answer. Herbie Hancock with Rocket. Oh, I love this song. I love this music video. Oh, so good. Herbie Hancock. He was such an influence on George Lucas that Lucas made a documentary about him
Wow.
and while he was at USC.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, called Herbie.
Cool.
Yeah. Oh my goodness, this is such a great video. Spelled corrected the name.
Bernie.
Rocket.
That's funny.
Coyote from somebody I used to know.
Okay.
All right, everyone. Well, thank you for playing. So before we bring Glenn on, let us know what you thought about this category.
Mm-hmm.
Did we need multiple choice?
I certainly would have liked it.
Really?
Guessing. Oh yeah, yeah. So I could at least have a guess. Because
Okay.
otherwise I had no idea.
Okay.
There's like too many songs, too many things to like pull out of your
All right.
head.
But for those who did get it, were those screenshots iconic enough?
Okay.
James says, loved it. If only I could type better. All right.
auto issues.
All right. Caitlin says this was challenging.
Okay. Would you guys like it better if there was a multiple choice?
I think Julie would have thought so.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I was trying to just come up with different ways of doing things, and maybe not
It's a fun-
everyone.
I like the idea. I absolutely like the idea.
And now maybe it's just me, but when I was going through so many lists of iconic music videos, they would bring up videos that I had no idea even existed or what they were. Maybe it's just
Mhm.
me and my age.
Probably.
Yeah. But I think most of the people we do these shows for are, 30s to 50s.
Mhm.
I think they would get some of these, but they're like some from like Beyonce. And of course, you can't have Beyonce in the screenshot because it'd be a dead giveaway.
Right.
All right. Glenn says better with multiple choice. All right. So it's from what I'm gathering, it's a fun category, but just needs multiple choice.
Yeah.
Okay. Julie says probably still wouldn't have gotten them, but multiple choice would have been good for me.
Probably where I am too.
James says he's only 32.
But Glenn
says
he doesn't like multiple choice.
Oh,
Apparently.
really?
Okay. Oh, yeah. Sorry, Don. Yeah, refresh. You'll be up to speed.
All right. Now let's bring Glenn on, and he can tell us what he means by without.
All right, here we go.
Hey, Glenn.
Hey. No, I said in my comment better without multiple choice, and then you said better with multiple choice. So I screamed without back at you.
Without multiple. Okay. All right, we'll play around with it, and hopefully we'll be doing a pop culture trivia at Comic-Con.
Apparently, we're on the wait list. So, yeah.
Oh. Okay,
All
so I gotten lots of stuff in the past couple of weeks. I mean, almost everything. I mean, some of the stuff actually came today.
Can you focus on more like Star Wars stuff? Do you have Star Wars
Well,
stuff?
I definitely have some Star Wars stuff.
All right, let's have it.
Now, as you know, I have my Padme collection, and so before Star Wars Celebration, there was like one Padme pin that came out that I hadn't gotten yet, and that was the Disney Studio Store Hollywood / Disney Soda Fountain 25th Anniversary Phantom Menace pin, which I now got.
Yeah, those people go crazy for those pins there at that soda store.
And I fortunately got the price went way down, unfortunately, and that's how also
Oh, that's
helpful out
good.
there.
Bring it a little closer to the camera. Oh, there you go.
That's nice.
Yeah, it's very nice. And what is the
So the pin itself is round, right? And then look at
Yeah, the pin is round. This is just the card.
the top. So what is
Okay.
that? Disney what? What is the package?
Disney, it says Disney Studio Store Hollywood.
Oh, okay.
It's that soda fountain right there, the Ghirardelli
Right. Okay.
Studio Store.
I've never been there, but I think I know where it is. And then from Celebration, at the Celebration store, they had mystery pins, and they had the
Oh,
Padme Amidala pin. And
That's-
the guy didn't send me the box, but I don't know if the box actually showed anything on the box.
okay.
That's cute.
Oh, that is Padme. Okay, yeah. For a minute
And
there,
then-
it looks like Princess Leia in the sequels, like
Mm.
the blue.
Yeah, I can see that.
Yeah. Okay, like the third.
Yeah, that's what she wore in the Senate, one of the Senate appearances.
That's I see
Well-
her crown now, and yeah, that makes it.
And then Unknown Comics had mystery pins at Star Wars Celebration, and
Are
then
you gonna unbox it?
I already unboxed
Oh,
it.
you already did.
Glenn! You have to wait for us.
Well, it's already been opened before, so it wasn't
Oh,
like it was guessing. I knew it was the Queen Amidala.
Ah,
I was like, I paid twice what the price for one box would have been, but that way you only had to buy one box to get it.
right.
Now, where do you put
Right.
all your pins when you take them out? Like Sarah just got these big boards. She put all her pins on them.
I
I
thought
got-
I showed my Padme pin board one time.
Oh, did you?
Okay.
Do you have it?
Yeah, it's just outside the door.
Okay,
Oh, there's Omega back there.
we didn't remember. Where's? Oh yeah, how cute. Awesome. Amidala things. Oh,
Yeah, now-
okay.
now-
James. Oh yes, yes.
I remember this now.
We remember.
Wow, that's very organized, Glenn. I like it.
That is
Yeah,
nice.
well, it has to. Well, so now I got to add these three, and I'm gonna have to take out some of these bigger ones to make them fit. Because there's
Uh-oh.
also was like a 6 pin set from San Diego last year. Although one of them is Sabe, so I don't have to put that one on the thing.
Cool.
And then for Spider Gwen, I got a few things. They had this I don't know, mystery figure,
Huh,
3D figure. I just put it together at the beginning of the show here.
nice.
And then I got a couple. I mean, I got a Gwen book somewhere. Hold on. Let's see. You want to limit me? Okay, got this Ghost Spider variant.
Okay.
Well, it's hard to see that one.
Oh, there you go. Yeah,
It's
nice.
there. And then one of the characters I like on the same level as Spider Gwen is Luna Snow, who's made a big.
I don't
Now,
think
what-
you like anyone on the same level as Spider Gwen.
Yeah,
I don't
could
know.
put more. This is Luna Snow. So this is Marvel Rivals game or so. So she's now a lot more well known from this.
Okay.
Do you have a
That's
bigger
the
collection
Galtrail.
of Spider Gwen or Amidala stuff?
What?
What-
Oh,
what's-
I don't
collection is
know the
bigger?
comparison there. I've never thought about that way. Okay, and then so there's
Have an
there's
answer
this.
for us next
This is one I got. That's a little bit inaccurate, but first time I saw someone do a cosplay.
a whole different
cover.
side of Glenn.
And then this is J. Scott Campbell. You may have heard of him. I hope if you at all these shows like
Got it
coming
signed.
on.
Awesome.
Yeah. And this one's signed. This is
I see that. Very nice.
signed.
And you got these at a convention or they were mailed?
Well, no. These are the jscottcampbell.com exclusive, and he sells them on his website. And actually, I missed the on sale when they went on sale initially, and then I just happened to got an email about all these things are available, and I looked, and this time it was available, so I got it like last week.
I
So,
think Julie just summed you up here, Glenn. Spider Gwen is now synonymous with Glenn Stein.
It's Spider Glenn.
Spider
Yeah.
Gwen.
Spider Gwen, yeah. That's my name on lots of things.
Spider.
Oh, there you go.
That's my name on the Marvel games that I play, and
Is that,
Nice.
is that also
Other-
your
other
password for your
things.
bank account?
what?
Is that also your password for your bank account? Richard wants to know.
Oh no. And then I got some Supergirl things. So this is DC did this thing, North Illustrated, this swimsuit edition, and this one company did a lot of new variants. So this is Supergirl with Crypto.
Okay.
Oh,
I have a bunch of other ones that I guess. All right, and then this is a Summer of Supergirl special. Summer of Superman special number 1. This was like the main variant, and it sold out quickly. So I had to pay, I think I paid $20 for this instead of it was a $6 book, but it sold out. I did not know it was coming out. I missed it.
Okay.
And then these are actually the same issue from they're like several years old for Supergirl the previous volume of Supergirl number 33, and these were recalled covers. Now the difference on this one is really you can't see it has this
Year of the Villain.
Year of the Villain thing, and basically that's the only difference between the recalled version and the non-recalled version. This cover, which is the A cover actually, is completely different from the release cover by a different artist and everything.
Gotcha.
And I don't understand what happened there or whatever. I mean, this one, of course, also says Year of the Villain, and the other one doesn't, but it's a completely different image. I just picked those up because those were the only covers in the whole run that I didn't have.
You've been busy this week.
Yeah.
I sold a whole bunch of stuff at ICCC, so I had money to buy comic books.
Oh,
Nice.
Nice.
And so I have a lot more comic books. I got some a lot more of the swimsuit edition things because some I happened on the Whatnot show, and it's like, oh, and they had a lot of Catwoman ones and stuff and Batgirl and stuff. So I guess we're running out of time, but
Yeah,
well,
actually.
yeah. Thanks for coming and showing.
I got more. This is
Well, why don't you save some? Because we also have James who wants to share some things.
okay. All right, James. So this is a black cat that I got,
It's fun.
Oh,
and I think Spider-Gwen is in this book, but I'm not sure.
Oh, okay.
All right. Well,
They showed some pictures of like previewing the new Amazing Spider-Man, so I'll see. I just got it today, so I haven't looked at it.
Cool.
All right. Good haul there.
Bye.
Glenn. Haul of the week. All right. Take care.
Bye.
Thank you, Glenn. Hey, what happened to our border?
It whenever we remove someone from the stage,
Oh.
it for some reason defaults to a different
Gotcha.
thing.
All right. Well, thank you,
All
Glenn, for coming. And here comes another trivia champ. It is James Gildersleeve.
Hey.
The fact that you got Herbie Hancock and Rocket, highest kudos to you. I've now put you on a higher echelon, if you can believe that, a higher echelon.
Oh, sorry. Hang on. I'm hearing double for a second. There we go.
Okay. All right,
Okay.
better?
Yeah,
All
that's
right.
much better.
You say
Okay,
you have some toys.
I do have some toys. So
And, you know,
brand new.
I know where you are in your living room.
Yeah. I was like, I know where you are too.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that and the cantina to your right.
Yeah. Yay.
Yeah, there it is.
There-
So,
I love the new HasLab canteen. It looks great there.
so along those lines, Hasbro put out a new set, and it is the A New Hope Retro Collection number 3. So we'll pull them out one by one. You can see
Oh,
all the figures done.
you know what? Show us how they pack that. Show us how the inside of the box.
Well, hang on. I just pulled them all out. So I'm going to simulate it. So they're
You have to
stacked
leave.
like this.
Oh, okay. Oh, okay.
So
How about
they're
the
face to
figure?
face.
Ah,
Gotcha.
So
Okay.
there's two,
well, that makes sense.
Yeah.
right? And it's a very small box, but you know the cards are only not that big.
Are the cards the sizes of the original Kenners?
They
Card
are
packs?
the same size. Yep, same
Okay.
size, same design. There is a Sand Trooper. So this was never made in the original. 70s
So now are
and
these
80s.
all never made or in the original? Is that
all
what this box is
except
about?
one
Okay.
in this set? So then there's the Rebel Fleet Trooper.
So now, as a kid, we had to get our Death Squad commanders and
Right.
paint them like the
Yes. makes
Rebel
sense.
Troopers.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because they didn't
So
have
there's
them.
They didn't have that. Yeah.
Okay.
The hero of the whole thing, Luke
Yeah.
Skywalker, and his Yavin
Now, this is the
ceremonial
first
outfit.
time they have made a classic-looking Yavin ceremonial Luke.
In this style. You know, they made him with the modern articulation, modern design.
Yeah. I
But
don't
that's the first time to fit in with the originals.
know. Okay.
And speaking of your buddy from Take On Me,
Oh,
Dr.
wow.
Evazan.
Oh
he
my
doesn't
God.
like you. So there he is, Dr. Evazan.
Wow.
And one of the last figures they made initially back in 85 was Luke as a stormtrooper, but they did not make Han Solo
Oh.
as a stormtrooper. So
But-
there he is.
They did
No.
release a stormtrooper Han Trooper costume in '97 that
Yeah.
was a mail away with Fruit Loops.
Fruit Loops, yes, I got that one. And then the sixth guy in that box set was one of the originals, but it was a character I never had, so it worked out. And there he is. Although I do know this guy personally, he showed up at my birthday party.
Yeah,
it was a rough party, but
He got drunk, just pushing people around. He lost some arms. He lost some claws.
yeah. So that was the retro set, and then the other thing that just came today in the modern style is the Howler and Sabine.
Oh,
Great because it's glary.
Wow.
Howler and Sabine ran from Peridia from the Ahsoka show.
yeah.
Now, is this also 3 3/4 inch?
Yeah, she's
Okay,
3 3/4 inch. The little picture of the card back is right.
It comes with a Sabine on card back.
Yeah, it comes with Sabine on card back. Like I said, this just showed up when I got home from work, and I haven't
Holy
even cut it yet. But yeah,
The other the other figures. Did you get that from Disneyland? I know they have those.
that came from Target. That particular set that was a Target exclusive. So
All right. Do you mind if I ask you how much that goes for?
the retro set
Yeah.
is $60.
That's not bad. You get what, 6
$10
figures?
a piece. Yeah.
Oh, that's not bad at all. Because weren't they going for like 90?
Ooh.
So there's
Ah.
Sabine in the
Cute.
brown package with the Howler.
Oh.
There he is.
So now, do you keep these in the packaging?
Oh no,
Okay.
they'll all get opened eventually. And
Yay.
we're just
No.
like,
Good job, James.
No, James. You mean the figures you're gonna open?
yeah, I don't care how much
No.
they're worth when I'm dead. So
Oh my.
gotta look cool. So
Yeah,
yeah.
James, we could have a long talk.
Okay.
But then you're gonna keep the packaging though, right?
I will keep these cards. Yes.
Yes. Oh, okay.
In fact, I have a stack of cards from the original ones I had from when I was a kid.
Oh, wow.
Like
Oh,
about
that's
10 figures into my collecting, I decided to start keeping the card backs. So
Yeah,
from
I
like
never threw away
Power
any of
Droid forward, I have all the card backs from my original figures.
Glenn says a
So
lot of
cute.
people had their pre-order for the retro set canceled.
Oh.
Yes, that was part of Target's pre-order system. If a pre-order gets pushed back 3 times, it auto cancels everything. So it's supposed to be back at the beginning of May, and then May 10th, and then the middle of May, and then it was postponed because they didn't know when. So we finally heard from Hasbro yesterday that the rest of the orders will come through at the end of this month in June. So if anybody still wants it, check Target by the end of the month. So
Nice.
Now, is this the first time Target has had these figures?
they had a box set like this last year for Phantom Menace in that style. I didn't get that one, but yeah, my cat's trying to be on camera there.
Oh.
But yeah,
What,
so yeah, it's the other two A New Hope sets they did have at Disneyland.
yeah,
and
they
they
go
also
for
had
90 bucks over at Disneyland.
Yeah, and they also had the episode 2 and 3 set where it's both movies in the same box set.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so there's 3 of each. It's got General Grievous and Jango Fett and Obi-Wan and Anakin and Padme from the arena. And I forget who the last one is, but
Now that
Yeah,
big
that's-
retro sticker on the front of the cards, can that be peeled off?
supposedly, yes. These ones, they made the stickiness easier to peel off.
That's
Uh,
annoying. It's like right in front of the
yeah.
character's face.
Yeah, they
You
didn't
know-
want people that don't know any better to assume they're originals, so they
Right.
put that sticker
Ah.
on there.
Okay.
But if you look at the back, it's very clearly got all the legalese jargon of modern day toys and not
Okay.
the same as what a card back looked like.
You're assuming people read more than the first sentence.
Yeah, I am. I'm assuming a lot. So
Yeah, that's
And
And you know what they say about when you assume?
yes.
I do.
Nice.
Well,
All
awesome.
right.
That's my newest toys.
Well, you got a busy night tonight, and all these new figures can go play on the Ghost.
Yeah.
That's right.
I can see you running up and down your street with a ghost and all these figures outside.
Boom.
And neighbors are like, "Oh, it must be Monday."
Must be James.
They go to Jen playing with the toys again. That's what our neighbors say about us. Well, thank you so very, very much there for sharing your toys.
Thanks for having me. Good to see you guys.
You too.
Likewise. All right, we will see you next week.
Yay.
Okay. Bye.
Bye-bye.
All righty. So, and Glenn wants us to know you got the Queen Amidala figure at ICCC.
Oh.
Shocking.
Shocking.
Okay. Well, awesome, you guys.
All right, now he's throwing in some references that I should know.
I don't know.
Odd
this.
Couple or the Perry Mason. You lost me there. All right, everyone. Well, that will do it for this week. We'll come back
Mhm.
next week. What are we doing this week that we can share?
Next week, I think it has to be something different than Monday because I think we're seeing the next Elio.
Oh, that on this coming Monday?
I think so. Let me check.
I looked in the schedule. I didn't see
Oh,
it.
it's not. Okay. No, it's in a couple weeks. Wow, they were on the ball for that. Wait. Oh, did I write it in? Wait a minute.
All right. Well, it could be back next Monday or Tuesday, depending on our Elio screening.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. I need to check my stuff. Okay. All right. Cool. All right, everybody. We will talk to you later.
All right.
Yeah. So get ready for
Things we want to share.
Things we want to share. Things we want to share.